From Vince Scully Avenue, welcome to Dodger Stadium. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And towing the slab in this one, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Agustin Ramirez leading things off and takes a strike. Swings over the top of that one. Down and in, moved his feet.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
In the air to left center, Hernandez moving under it. 1 up, 1 down. And time now for the Marlins lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Now the number 2 hitter, Otto Lopez. And that's in for a strike.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of the hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
This one high in the air to left center. That's out number 2.
Batting third, left fielder Kyle Stowers.
And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform, but at some point that starts to go away and you've got to produce at the big league level.
All 1.
Base hit, so a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting fourth, first baseman.
And here's the first baseman, Connor Norby. Now a quick throw to first. Stowers dives back in safely. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Here's 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And that'll do it. So 1 hit is all they get. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And getting the start for Miami, Chris Paddock. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Shohei
Ball one.
Ohtani, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. That's in there. That is strike two.
That's ball two.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. That misses the zone. Full count now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch. That one
Walk
misses.
four.
So a leadoff
Perfect.
walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So now it's Freddie Freeman.
Ball one.
Quick toss to first.
Safe.
Ohtani back in. Pitch is in there, and the count is 1-2. Just
Ball
misses
two.
with that one.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
And Freddie takes the K.
Batting third, catcher, Will.
Here's the Dodgers lineup now. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Yeah, and what I love is it's an organizational philosophy, Boog. From instructional league to spring training, they practice this approach consistently, even in BP. When players are called up, they fit in right away, and that leads to success.
Will Smith, batting with one down, takes a strike. Ohtani at first, one gone. That's off the mark, and that is ball one.
Ball two.
Center field, Ruiz settles underneath it. Out number two.
Batting fourth, right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
So here's Kyle Tucker now.
Hey!
Right through there for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. One left for LA. We played an inning. No score. Back here in LA. And now for the Marlins, Xavier Edwards. Check
Nope.
swing. No appeal. Ball one. And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it. One away.
Batting sixth, right fielder, Heriberto Hernandez.
And up next for Miami, Heriberto Hernandez. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon.
Ball.
No score here in the second. Just
Nope.
off the
Outside.
outside edge. Yeah, that's ball two. And that one hammered. That
Line
skips
out.
over the
Ground
fence,
rule
so
double.
it's an automatic double.
Two bases,
Well, this
everybody.
tends to happen more often in this park than
Shortstop,
others, and that
Leo
short fence is
Jimenez.
just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Leo Jimenez, the next up for the Marlins.
Yeah.
Man at second. Outside low. And the count is 1-1. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson to some boog, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball right field. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with two gone.
Batting eighth, third baseman, Javier Sanoja.
So up next, Javier Sanoja.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
The Marlins looking to strike first here at the top of the second. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. And if you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
Here's the center fielder, Yuri Ruiz.
Ball.
Man on second, two down.
Nope,
He's
that's off the
just
plate.
missing
Ball
with
two.
some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying
Ball,
to tease the
that's out.
zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
And ball
No,
four,
ball
two
four.
aboard.
He did not
next,
take the
for the
bat off
Marlins,
his shoulder
catcher,
the entire at bat.
Ramirez.
First and second, two outs. Agustin Ramirez getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
2 on, 2 outs. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back here at Chavez Ravine, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. Check swing called strike. Strike one. Fly ball down the line. And that's a foul ball. Stays alive. Close one, doesn't get the call. Now 1-2. Challenge from behind the dish here. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. One down. Here comes that funky Muncy to the plate. One fun note on Max Muncy in 2025. He added glasses to his equipment. Muncy, who debuted glasses on April 30th, and homered in his first at-bat wearing them against Cal Quantrill.
Ball two.
Out towards right center field. Diving, gets down, could be extra bases. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for two.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Andy Paz in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Two down, nobody on.
Hey.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Ball that's outside.
On the ground, right side. It's in and out of his glove, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Now here's the Marlins DH, Otto Lopez.
Ball one.
Popped up. Freeland under it. He's got it. One down.
Up next for the Marlins, left fielder Kyle Stowers.
Now the left fielder, Kyle Stowers. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Ball down.
The 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And 2 away now.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Norby
Nope.
in the box
Ball 1.
now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. That one
That's
missed.
ball 2.
Left field. It drops in, gets away a little bit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next. for the
Xavier
Marlins,
Edwards gets a
second
chance to
baseman,
hit here.
Xavier
Flied to
Edwards.
right his first time.
Ball 1.
And the 1-0. Base hit center field. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Up next for the Marlins, right fielder.
Now, Heriberto Hernandez. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored.
Ball 1.
In the dirt. The throw to third, and he's
Out on the
out.
tag.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Miami, but they lead it 1-0. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Ha-Sung Kim.
Inside ball.
The hitter is clearly giving him trouble early on in this one. I want to see him ready to swing against that pitch just a little more often.
Ball.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and he starts the bottom of the 3rd with a double.
Batting ninth,
Got a
second
fastball, middle of the
baseman,
plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Alex Freeland. In there for strike 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Man at second. Swing and a ground
that's a foul ball.
And that's just foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
So now with 1 away and a man at second, Shohei Ohtani up to the dish, walked to open the ball game. This one ripped, but foul to the right. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. 1 out and a runner at second here in the last half of the 3rd. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings and misses, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Man on second, 2 down. Hit weakly on the ground. Edwards in plenty of time to first, and that's the inning. So the Dodgers leave one, still behind by a count of 1-0. On to the 4th, and now for the Marlins, Heriberto Hernandez.
That's a ball.
You know, these Marlins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Just missing there, and it's 3-2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes, and 1 gone. So digging in, Leo Jimenez. Flied to right his first time. Foul ball there. Now the 0-1.
Outside, that's a ball.
Fights it off, he'll see another. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next,
showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
At the plate, Javier Sanoja, and that gets down for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Digging in, Yuri Ruiz.
Yeah!
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Two on, 1 out. Strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count 1-2.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout.
2 aboard, 2 outs.
Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins. Right through there for a strike. And that one fouled off. Stays alive. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Marlins strand a pair. They lead it 1-0. Back here in LA, bottom of the inning, Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
That one lifted to left. Stowers on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Dodgers, right fielder
Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. Struck out swinging his first time. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1.
Ball 1.
Fouled off. He was late. 1-2 now.
Ball.
Outside.
That's outside.
Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman
Max Muncy at the dish. This guy with light tower power. And that is out of play.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
The 2-1. And a foul ball. The 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 2-2 now.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. That's out number 3. We played 4. It's the Marlins 1 and the Dodgers nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Now here's the Marlins DH, Otto Lopez. That one fouled off. 0-1 down.
That's a ball.
And that's in for a strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Ball 2.
Misses.
That's ball 3.
Full count now. Looked like a strike to me. And here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. 1 down. And up next for Miami, Kyle Stowers. 1 for 2. Swing and a ball popped up. Freeland in position. 2 down.
Up next for the Marlins, first baseman Connor Norby.
Connor Norby now at the plate. Outside corner, there's a strike. Norby measures 5 feet 10 inches, 25 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2021. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. That misses.
Ball 2.
Ball 2. That's down
Ball
and
3.
in. Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch. And he walked him.
Ball 4.
It
That
feels
pitch
to
is
me
low.
like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go.
Runner at first with 2 away. And at the plate for Miami, Xavier Edwards.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field. Got a two-out walk. Got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let him steal if he's going to. Try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
And you wonder, is he in his head a little bit?
Even if the base runner doesn't steal right here, what's great is that he is dividing the attention of the pitcher and may serve to give his teammate a better pitch to hit at the plate.
That
Ball
one misses. Ball 3. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Hernandez swings through it for strike 1. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And he swings through that one. Got him swinging for the K. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. It's the Marlins 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a ball popped up. Norby under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Dodgers, shortstop Ha-Seong Kim.
Now it's going to be Ha-Seong Kim. Doubled his first time. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Calvin Fauché, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Peterson warming up as well. Fouled off to the right. The Fish up by a run. Last half of inning number 5. That one misses, and it's 1-2. Jimenez. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Dodgers, second baseman, Alex Freeland.
Now it's the second baseman, Alex Freeland. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Out to shallow center. He makes the grab. That is the inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Edgardo Henriquez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game, and now for the Marlins, Leo Jimenez.
You know, these Marlins putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
This one in the air center field. Pajes on the move. Brings it in, and there's one away.
Obviously, this type of run production isn't exactly sustainable game to game, but it's a good sign that a lot of hard work's been paying off.
Javier Sanoja, the next up for the Marlins.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center. That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
On the ground, Freeland. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Up next for the Marlins, center fielder Esteury Ruiz.
2 down, bases empty. And now the center fielder, Esteury Ruiz.
Ball.
Strike 1.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
That one at triple digits.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Gets down, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0-fer to start the season and get into a slump.
Ramirez stands in now and watches strike 1. Ruiz off of first with 2 away. Next offering is fouled back. Come up with it. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Otto Lopez, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. First and second, 2 down, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Check swing called strike. Strike 1. On the ground to the left, Kim. They get the force, and that is that. Marlins strand a pair, but they're on top 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, well, we go bottom 6. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Way off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Hard ground ball for a base stop. And the tying run is on base.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here is Freddie Freeman.
Nope. Ball 1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
The Dodgers with the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Quick move to first. Ohtani back in.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score a ball in the gap.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. No challenges left for them now. Shohei on the go. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. The 2-1. Fastball is outside. No outs, runner on second. Gets a piece and stays alive. Three-two. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Chris Paddock won't go any further tonight. And a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. Calvin Fauché on a pitch out of the pen here.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
The batter now will be Will Smith. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little bit high. And now it's even 1-1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And there's a base hit to left. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
No, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Tying runs now just 90 feet away. Just got to be wary of that double play, though. That would strand him in any inning.
And now a very big at bat for Kyle Tucker. That's too low.
Down.
Ball 1.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Two on, 1 out. Missed inside with the curve.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Here's a 2-0. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Teoscar Hernandez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one's in there. 3-1.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Fouls away the first offering. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Payoff pitch. Foul tip straight back, and that squared him up in the mask. That didn't feel good. He fouls it off. Will do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swing and a pop-up. 2 away now.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
And here comes Teoscar Hernandez for a critical at bat. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. They trail here 1-0. We go to the top of the 7th, and now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers.
Off the
The
plate,
Dodgers
ball 1.
bullpen with some action. Alex Vesia, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Klein also throwing. And a foul ball. Foul ball there. The 1-2. In the air, right field. Tucker on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. And there's a foul ball. The 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Edgardo Henriquez gives way, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the Dodgers,
Jack Dreyer taking over on the mound. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. And now, Xavier Edwards, a switch hitter batting right. That one close, ruled a ball, and it's 1-0. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
Aye.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
That one ran inside, almost got him. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
In the air, out to center. Pulls it in on the run. And that is that. Miami down in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead.
now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Andrew Nardi.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Here's Muncy to hit. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch.
For the Dodgers, center fielder, Andy Pajes.
And next for LA, Andy Pajes. Up the middle, and a base hit, and that puts the tying run on base.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Got kind of tied up on that one inside, but he was able to sneak it up the middle of the diamond because he stayed through it. That's not an impressive exit velo by any means, but I still think that's an impressive swing.
And up next for Los Angeles, Ha-Seong Kim.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. The Dodgers with the tying run on at first here, the bottom of the seventh. This to center field. Grabs it on the run. And there's two away.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Alex Freeland will hit next.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
In the air, left field. Stowers turns to the right on the move. He's got it, and that will end the inning. One hit, one left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Marlins 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here in LA, we're at the top of the 8th. Heriberto Hernandez digs in now. That one outside.
That ball went out.
And that's ball 1. Fought off foul. Dreyer in his second season, he features a slider, a four-seamer, and he occasionally uses a curve. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Up next for the Marlins, shortstop Leo Jimenez.
Leo Jimenez, the next to hit, 1 for 3. That one almost got him.
Ball 2.
Two and 0 to count. Here it comes. There's a swing and a drive. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Javier Sanoja, the next up for the Marlins.
All 1.
And another ball. Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boo, they're just not what they used to be, and we sound like old guys when I say that. But ultimately, this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
On the outside corner, 2 balls, 2 strikes. High fly ball, right field. Tucker settles underneath it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Marlins, center fielder,
and I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Jack Dreyer will depart, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Alex Vesia takes over on the mound.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Here's the center fielder, Yuri Ruiz. Vesia, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Man at second. And a big swing and a miss.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Man on second, 2 down. And now it's 3 and 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Agustin Ramirez waits on deck for Miami. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. In the air, left field. Base hit into the outfield. In comes the run from second. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
For the Marlins, catcher Agustin Ramirez.
Back to the top of the order. Here's the catcher, Agustin Ramirez. Hey. Step off throw to first.
He's good.
And he's back in safely. Ruiz off of first with 2 away.
Ball 1.
Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Lake Trinan up and throwing. The 1-1. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Bottom of the 8th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. Awkward swing there from the big left-handed hitter.
Off balance as well. You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
That's inside.
Left field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Andrew Nardi is done. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Anthony Bender comes on now.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Will Smith to the plate.
Ball.
That one ripped, but foul. Two down, nobody on.
Ball, that's low.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's a 2-2. Base knock center field. And that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Really important at bat coming up now.
Here's Kyle Tucker. The Dodgers with the tying run at the plate here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here at Chavez Ravine, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
And they've really been peppering left field, as you can see from the graphic right here. Might be time for the defense to slide a bit towards that side.
The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Lake Trinan preparing to come on if needed.
Well, looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
There's a swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed, though.
Right side. And Freeman, the Gold Glover, makes the play. He steps on the bag. Now one gone in the ninth.
Up next, for the Marlins, left fielder Kyle Stowers.
Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. Fastball is outside.
Hey!
A little out front there as he swings through it. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's a fair ball. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next, for the Marlins.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Connor Norby.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Ball 1.
Stowers, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. On the ground, could be 2. Kim over to second, on to Freeman, double play, inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Marlins 2 and the Dodgers nothing.
Now pitching for Miami.
Welcome back, and here comes the
39.
closer, Pete Fairbanks.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
And that one fouled off.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Fires over to first. 1 out, bottom of the ninth.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Up next, for the Dodgers, third baseman.
Here's Max Muncy.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And fastball misses outside for a ball. And that's ball 1. A little bit high, maybe. 2 balls, no strikes. Popped up. Sanoha under it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next, for the Dodgers, center fielder.
So they're down to their final out. Andy Pajas steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner in the center.
Nope.
2-run game, a 2 away here in the bottom of the ninth. Just
That's
missed.
in. Ball 2.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
They're down to their final strike. That one lined into left field, and that's base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Now here is Ha-Seong Kim.
Ball, that's
that
out.
misses the zone. Ball 1. The Marlins trying to close out a 2-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. On the ground, and this should do it. Ball game.
Well, a low-scoring ball game in this one. 2-0 game, few errors, pretty clean. That's kind of what you want to see in terms of defense and pitching. A couple of runs was all it took to get the W today.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk